Hey, it's BonusSatis. How's it going, guys? Today on This Is So My New Main, we're going to be looking at Caitlyn, the Sheriff of Piltover. We're going to be looking at who she is, what she does, how to build her, how to play her, how to trap Yordles with cupcakes, get headshots, and prove to Season 7 that ADCs are still a thing. It's going to be boom, baby, another headshot, because we have an ace in the hole. See what I did there? Because that's the name of her ultimate? Hey! Alright. A little bit about the champ. Caitlyn is a 650 ranged marksman. She has the biggest starting range of any champion and is only surpassed by level 18 Tristana, who maxes out at a range of 669. Caitlyn has a built-in baby flash, known as her 50 caliber net, traps to snare and reveal, an ultimate that locks on and shoots people in the back as they flee from you, and headshots that crit for so much damage they'll make Jin look like Baby Groot. Cute and angry, but can't really do much. Caitlyn does not have a secondary role. That means she is ready to murderate the bottom lane from the start and can snowball so hard that Nunu will be wishing he could throw her. Yeah? Snowballs? See, it's funny because the Yeti boy throws snowballs. Alright, whatever, I thought it was funny. Caitlyn's lore. Her story is actually the longest one I've read yet, and though it does have a big word count, it kind of feels like weak sauce, so let's just hit the high points and ignore the filler. Caitlyn was born into a wealthy family in Piltover. From a young age, she had a desire to hunt and hone her skills with a rifle. Many years later, when her parents were kidnapped, or parent-napped, or whatever you call it, when they're kidnapped but they're not a kid. Anyways, she single-handedly saves them. With a newly gained Hextech rifle in hand for her 21st birthday and a desire to do good, she took on crime on the streets and any mysterious cases of missing people. One that was particularly tough had our gumshoe team up with the local law enforcement, the Piltover Wardens. After the case had been solved, she was offered a job. Seeing an opportunity, she took it and was installed as the Sheriff of Piltover. So really what Riot is trying to tell us is that before Caitlyn wore her knee-high boots, purple miniskirt, thigh strap things, I don't know, whatever those are, and her Willy Wonka hat, that she wore a fedora and a double-breasted trench coat. Never go back, Caitlyn. Good change. Good change. For Caitlyn's skins, we have top hat, shiny gun, rocking out the steampunk look, classic Caitlyn. G.I. Jane sporting the miniskirt in the jungle, Resistance Caitlyn. A Volley Bear's Wet Dream, Arctic Warfare Caitlyn. I think she left the fuzzy cuffs at home, Officer Caitlyn. Alien vs. Caitlyn, Headhunter Caitlyn. Wild Wild West, Sheriff Caitlyn. Sexy Animal Slayer, Safari Caitlyn. And my personal favorite because she has some killer hips, and you might have already guessed it, red hair, Lunar Wraith Caitlyn. And she has a chroma pack for her normal skin and the Lulu approved flavors of Old Woman Strawberry, Lemon Lime, and Blueberry. Abilities. Passive. Headshot. Every 6th shot gives her a charge of headshot. Her next auto attack will hit with 150% AD. The headshot bonus can critically strike for a chance of a critical based off of 150 AD instead of 100. This means excessive amounts of damage. Q. Piltover Peacemaker. Caitlyn fires a projectile that passes through all targets, after which it expands in width but deals reduced damage to all enemies it passes through thereafter. W. Yordle Snap Trap. After gaining passive charges, she can place up to 5 traps. Minions can pass through them, but when an enemy champion steps in one, they are rooted for 2 seconds. Caitlyn gains true vision of them for 7 seconds, and Caitlyn gains increased damage for her headshot, giving her a temporary passive charge against a trapped opponent. Whew. A lot goes in that little snap trap. I think I got it all in one breath, too. That's skills right there, guys. That's skills. E. 90 caliber net. Caitlyn fires a net, slowing the target for 50% for 1 second, pushing herself in the opposite direction. Also gives her a temporary headshot charge against the target. R. Ace in the hole. After a brief delay, Caitlyn locks onto a target enemy champion and channels for 1 second. She then fires a homing projectile towards the target. Other enemy champions can't intercept the shot for the original target. Ability tree. For her first point, take her Q first for poke, crowd control, and wave clear. For her second point, put it into her W. The traps will prevent bush camping and easy headshot charges. For her third point, I put it back into her Q. The scaling is amazing, so mana for damage, this is your best pick. For which skills to max first, I found that maxing Q first for damage and poke, then W for defense or siege ability, and lastly maxing E for situational escapes or trading. If I'm dealing with multiple diving/assassin champions, I will put a few points in my E for increased cooldown, but I will still leave it for last. Summoner spells. Heal and flash, nothing fancy here, just a good old tried and true. To be honest, I used to take Ignite Teleport with her, but I would get yelled at and told what a scrub I was when I played in solo queue. So, play out of the meta at your own risk. Items. For her items, I went and tested a couple of different builds and found the best DPS build, and here it is. Ruins, Hurricane, Berserker's Greaves, Infinity Edge, the Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Essence Reaver. That is the build order I go in, and I would recommend going that build order, though you don't have to. This bad boy of a build, believe it or not, is cranking out 1,938 damage per second. So for the math behind it and other builds it was tested against, check out the in video link. Alright, so now we know all about Caitlyn, but how do we actually play her? So for laning, Caitlyn is a lane bully. From level 1 she's a threat, and that never really goes away. She just snowballs, and for her laning phase she never really has an issue. She just farms and farms kills. I mean, who needs to farm minions when you can farm champions, right? Her auto attack range is huge, so you can easily punish anyone who comes near you. The main idea for her is to last hit minions, and then when you get a headshot charge, either shoot the support or the ADC, it doesn't matter, just whichever one's closer. After which, just go back to farming. Place traps on the edges of bushes to stop any tricks they might want to try. If they do manage to get in close to you, use your 50 caliber net to slow them and push yourself out of danger. If you're fast enough, you can actually dodge like a Lux support, ult, or even a Jinx ult. It does take some practice, but it will move you far enough out of the way. For team fights, remember, we are not a tank. Let me just say that again. We are not a tank. It is not a good idea to go and face tank. It is not fun. It hurts, and normally has deadly repercussions. So, stay with your team, stay in the back lines, drop traps in the middle of team fights. The first person that comes for you, 50 caliber net them. Just keep shooting until nothing moves. This part is pretty straightforward. Honestly, just use the buddy system. Make sure you have someone with you when you strike out. With the build listed above and being level 18, you can actually solo Baron, so you do huge amounts of damage. You just have to be alive to do so. Tips and tricks. Her ultimate can be a little tricky because your body is standing in place for the whole animation, so be careful where you leave yourself. Caitlyn makes an easy kill if you're out in the open. Her E can push you through thin walls, so you can cross over into the Dragon/Baron pit and a few others, so know where they are and use them to your advantage. Ace in the hole at rank 3 has a 60-second cooldown, so don't hold back on it. Use that bad boy. Normally I would say hold it for just the right moment, but the cooldown is so short, just pop it off when you can. You can activate your Q and R nearly at the same time. It takes a little practice, but you can link your Q and E as well. So check out what's going on here. Before the first skill has actually completed its flight, the next one is started. You can do this with her Q and R or Q and E, like I said, for huge amounts of burst damage. Standing in a bush gives Caitlyn double charges towards her headshot. When possible, get in a bush and fire away, and you know what? Headshots for days. You can have her passive headshot ready, and when someone steps in a trap, you get another headshot. Properly done, you can get 2 headshots in a row. Use your 50 caliber net to flee from incoming damage, but can also be used to chase as well. For example, when trying to get your ultimate locked on, use it to get that last little bit of distance to get them in range. I mentioned this before, but this is huge. Drop your traps in the middle of team fights. The arming time is quite short, so they can easily be placed in front of players. This can also be done to stop chases. This gives you a huge amount of kiting ability. The last tip is pure evil, and people are going to hate you for it. For your traps, put them behind the figure of the tower. The animation of the tower actually blocks where they are. Most people will forget you just put it there, and boom, baby, another headshot. Alright, so late game recap. Caitlyn late game with critical strike is a goddess among men. She can shred the other team. Her sustainability with traps, kiting ability, and passive constantly come up as such a damage-dealing death machine. It's clear why she's currently hands down the best ADC there is. So with massive damage, traps, not the Japanese comic book kind, just want to mention that, snares, slows, headshots, and even more headshots. So if absolute power is your thing, then Caitlyn is the champion for you. Alright guys, this is my new main on Caitlyn. If you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any thoughts or comments, go ahead and put those below. Also guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button. There's more great content coming. There's more build videos to come. Like normal, here's the highlights of playing as Caitlyn, and until next time, good luck, have fun. 33 minutes in. I stole Baron! Woo!
Caitlyn?
I just died. Crap. Suppose she'll hang around long enough for me to ult her.
Oh, come on, kill your host. Oh man, really close. Good. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Okay, I'm going in. Done.
Woo!
I thought that was a dog at first, then it turned into human noise.
Oh, Jinx, you're gonna step on it. Oh! Yes! That was tight. Can we get it? Can we get it? Woo! Oh, I can't kill her anymore. I can't. Oh, I'm not in range for that one, though. I got this one. Woo! Uh-oh. Hi, Nivea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, crap. This hurts. Never mind. Bird. I can't. Cool. Alright, dragon. Oh my gosh. Wow, she just got melted. Good job, kitty. Is this seriously Elise? Instant fate?
Get her, get her, get her!
Oh! Did I?
Ah.
I think I flashed the wrong way. I think I flashed the wrong way on that.
I was like, we have her, what are you doing?
Wow, that was special needs right there.